What's going on, everyone? We are officially here. I am like a kid in a candy store right now. I am so excited, so pumped. Tomorrow is media day, and Lakers basketball is here, baby. Gotta love it. And, going through the grind of this offseason, right? You had the Lakers basically get everything done like day one, which is great. I mean, even Rob and Darvin Ham talked about in the recent interview that they did the other day that they were even surprised, right? And it showed the culture that they've built here and how players want to come and play for the Lakers. Like they were making phone calls and people were like, yeah, sign me up. And you saw that this season. And it was in many ways a far cry from the previous years where we really had to like grind out and kind of get the bottom of the barrel guys. And it was like, all right, day 3, is anything going to happen? And it's like, no, we got really good quality players immediately. The culture, everything has officially changed. And it's from the top down. Got an owner that wants to do everything and whatever it takes to win. You got a GM that can execute and deliver on the vision. And then you have the head coach that can put it all together and go out and execute the plan, right? And I love that. I love the structure. I love the culture that we are providing here with, Lakers Nation and just this organization. And now we're less than a week away from the NBA season, from preseason, right? If I'm not mistaken, the first game is Saturday, right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I believe it's Saturday is our first game. And I can't wait. It feels like it went really fast. Like from the start of the offseason or when the Lakers officially got eliminated to now. And in the moment, it did it, right? In the moment, it just felt like it dragged. But as we've gotten to this point, and it's like tomorrow, like we're here tomorrow. Like I'm pumped. I really am. I'm genuinely pumped. It was a grind. It was grueling, right? And, last season was an absolute mess for the most part. And we almost ended in a happily ever after. Unfortunately, we fell short, but it's just, there's so much outlook, so much optimism, so much excitement for this season. Like this season just feels different. You know what I mean? Like it does, at least to me, and look, I'm a content creator. I talk Lakers all day and stuff like that. I try my best to remove my biases and stuff. Of course, I'm a Laker fan, right? I'm not some, insider or anything like that. I'm just a fan like the rest of you. And I'm blessed to be in this position to be able to talk Lakers and have conversations with you all and go through the ins and outs. And, we'll start doing the live streams again and watch the game and do the post-game streams and all that stuff. And I'm really excited for that. But, obviously my fandom will bleed into my content at times. But I don't think it's my fandom when I look at this Lakers roster and go, this Lakers team has potential to be great, right? I mean, they have the size, the depth, the versatility, just everything you could ask for from this team. And this season just feels different than it has in a very long time, right? Or at least it feels that way. And I'm excited for media day. I'm excited for training camp. I'm excited to hear what comes out, right? I'm excited for all the news and get ready because we're going to talk about all of it. I'm going to be pumping out content like a madman, between this channel and then the AIS Lakers show. Many of you are familiar with that one too. That's another Laker channel that I have. It started with a friend. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to do it anymore, but I didn't want to just let it go because it's monetized and a bunch of you subscribed. So, gives me a place to kind of talk different topics instead of like putting 10 videos here. But get ready because we're going to pump out content, every news, every detail, everything. I want to talk about it all because I'm genuinely excited about this season. And this will be the first time because, last season, yes, I started my Laker channel, but I came in towards the backside. I created the As It Stands Sports and then ended up kind of coming in towards the back half of training or off season here for this Lakers channel. That's when I created it. So now I get to kind of be here from the beginning, and it's just exciting. It's something that I'm genuinely looking forward to, and I can't wait. Obviously we're gonna get the generic answers, right? We'll get the, I always dreamed of being a Laker since I was a wee lad, right? Like, and you get the conversations of like, yeah, I want to win a championship, bring number 18 to the Lakers and all that stuff. Like, that's great and all, but I want to hear, like, especially from guys like Christian Wood, D'Lo, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, like what their roles should be, like how do they perceive this season going? What have they been working on all off season? Like Christian Wood, how does he envision him and Anthony Davis? How does he envision the fit? Like all of those things. Like I really want to see that because again, you look at this roster and it's just like, man, like stop. And Darvin Ham and Rob Pelinka, they talked about how there's going to be plenty of minutes for everybody. Long season, from basically October to June. You got plenty of time in between. Everyone's going to get to eat. There's going to be plenty of opportunity for everybody. Darvin Ham talked about how he's going to throw different lineups and different looks and different sets. And, with this roster and its versatility, it gives you so many different options here, right? I mean, you could go with like a big lineup. You go with like a small yet big lineup, right? You could go with like an entire 6'8" lineup. Go like a big small ball lineup. Like it's just crazy. And to have like LeBron and his versatility, being able to play basically 1 through 5, you can go positionless basketball. It's just you can line up whatever you need for the opponent that's at hand, right? If you're playing the Warriors, right, you could go a big small ball throughout the course of the game, even when AD is not in the game, right? And still just outsize them. You can go up against a team like Minnesota and match them with 2 bigs with like AD and a Jackson Hayes or something like that, or Christian Wood, whatever, right? Like it's great to see. If you play some of these smaller teams, right? You can match up guard wise, but you still have a bunch of 6'5" to 6'7" guards on the court, right? It's not like how it was last year where it was a bunch of 6'1" guys on the court. It's just, it's great to be in, but I'm curious and excited to see what are the matchups in training camp look like? Like who are the real standouts? Like who's the guys that are really coming along, right? Like we heard about like Austin Reeves and, his development last training camp, and you saw that end up translate. Like they were right, So I'm definitely gonna be, ears perked. Like, like if they talk about whoever, right? They talk about Cam Reddish, and like Cam Reddish has really stood out and just been a baller. Like we heard that about Austin Reeves, and look what happened to Austin Reeves. Like those kind of things. So I want training camp to be competitive. I want it to be a grind. Darvin Ham talked about that too. And, he said like, yeah, he wants that, but he wants guys to be focused and be a brotherhood and not trying to go after each other's jobs, not trying to, take each other's heads off, but you still want to have some competitive drive. And look, Darvin Ham, he's going to have his work cut out from this year. I've talked about that repeatedly. It's true. I mean, this dude is absolutely going to have to be ready, locked in, and focused as much as the players are, because he's going to have to manage egos and get everybody on the same page and everyone bought in and everybody just kind of driving to the same goal, which is an NBA championship. You have an NBA championship roster. There's not a single roster in the league that I look at and go, oh man, Lakers don't have a chance against that team, right? Like all of them. Denver, Phoenix, Milwaukee, Boston, you name it. I think the Lakers match up seamlessly. I think they match up beautifully. All the rankings and stuff are starting to come in, and pretty much the consensus is that they're the number 4 team, that they're the top 4 team. It's like Denver, or it's like everyone has Milwaukee as the favorites now, but it's like Milwaukee, Denver, Phoenix, and the Lakers seem to be like kind of the consensus order. But look, I believe the Lakers are going to be right there. I think we're going to be the best defensive team in the league, right? Like you look at those top 3 teams, Milwaukee, right? They got a guy in Damian Lillard who can absolutely just light it up, go get buckets, be a menace out there on the basketball court. But they lost one of their best defenders in Drew Holiday, right? Their best point of attack defender, the guy that they usually put on the best player on the other team. The guy that, handled a heavy workload defensively. Like, how does that change? Brook Lopez and Giannis are going to still be good defensively out there, but are they going to be able to defend the perimeter the same? Are they going to be able to slow down some of these quicker guys, right? Does Dame become a liability on the defensive end, right? All of those things. Like, same thing with Phoenix, right? Like, where's Phoenix's defense coming from? All right. And, you look at Denver. I mean, Denver wasn't very good defensively last year. I don't think they're going to be any better this year. Now, all those teams can absolutely score the basketball, so we're going to have to score the basketball too. But that was a big point of emphasis from Darvin Ham and Rob Pelinka when they were talking. Like, that was one of the things that they really wanted to make sure they got this season. Bunch of guys that could put the ball in the hoop. And the Lakers have legit 6 guys that go get you 20 to 30 on any given night. It's crazy. It is. And, to be going into media day, it's all sunshines and rainbows and, everyone's smiling and taking pictures and kissing babies. And it's just this fun environment and atmosphere. But I really hope everyone's ready for this grind. I believe they are, and as I mentioned earlier, I love the culture and the environment we're building, right? I know some people aren't super high on Darvin Ham. I think Darvin Ham was great. You don't get to the Western Conference Finals without good coaching, right? Especially considering all the circumstances of last year. Lakers have a tough schedule to start. All right, we're gonna have a good idea of who we are and our identity rather quickly. Are we going to be able to build the chemistry and everything that we need to really kind of, have success? Because the last thing we want is to be, through the first 10 games, even 500, right? Like, I don't even want to be 5-5. Can we be a 6-4 or 7-3 ideally? I'd love to be 8-2, but it's tough, right? And in many ways, we are a new team. So we're going to have that roller coaster, at least in the beginning, I think. But I think we'll be the best defensive team, and I think we'll be top 4 to 5 offensively. I wouldn't even be surprised if we're top 3, right? And I'm excited. We got to keep LeBron and AD healthy. Everyone has to be healthy. I mean, that's all teams, right? Their stars need to stay healthy, but I love where we're at. I'm excited. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? You pumped for tomorrow? Are you not? Let me know.